What up, everybody? Welcome to Gameover Ent. Today, giving you guys my breakdown for The Walking Dead: A New Frontier Episode 1 and Episode 2 launch trailer. Alright, so we're going to be slowing things down right here. If you guys haven't already checked out this thing for yourself, link is going to be in the description and also right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get things started. And right off the bat, we got that mature rating, letting you know it's going to be blood, gore, intense violence, strong language, use of drugs, and drug references. There's a lot of good things going on here. We're going to have a party.
The one time that you needed to be here.
Please, I tried.
Oh, you tried.
I know you got beef.
You told me where to hide.
Javi, please come with us.
All right, so right off the back right here, let me rewind a little bit more. We got Javier waking up in the junkyard, and we've seen this junkyard before in screenshots. And we've seen his family here too. We already know that this is his family based on the extended look we got last week. And now one thing about Javier here that I think Telltale may have changed between when The Walking Dead first premiered, when they first showcased it in the teaser. Javier has this beard now. And during this entire trailer, he has this beard. But in the teaser footage, he did not have a beard. So I think that may be one thing they also changed in the game. And also, one more thing too, Javier had the brand on his neck. I checked during this entire trailer here, there is no brand on his neck as well. So I don't know if that's been changed as well. You know, Telltale does change the story, and you know that teaser did premiere back, I think, in June or July. So that was a while ago. So Telltale may have actually changed some things here. And then going a little bit more forward right here, we see Javier being held to gunpoint, and we also see his family.
You told me where to hide.
Javi, please come.
Hiding underneath the floorboards here. All right, now I'm not too sure what happened. Looks like Javier is being threatened. Like people, like they know he has people that he's hiding and they want to know where they are at. I hope that he is not the one to reveal their location. If so, that really makes him a pretty bad at his job of protecting his family. But I'm going to assume that they just looked around and they found him. And then we got Javier's brother, his sister, and his little sister in the back right there. You can't see her in the trailer anywhere, but we have seen her before in the extended look and also in screenshots. So that's her right there in the back.
Take it easy.
What happened?
And then we have our first appearance of Clementine here, and something very interesting I want to show you guys right here. All right, so if you see that Clementine's left hand, the index finger, she is missing that finger, but very different from what we saw in the teaser and every other piece of footage where that finger is not there. It is not taped up. So that leads me to believe that this wound is more fresh. It's more recently done. So I'm kind of curious what happened to Clementine. And speaking of injury, Javier also has the injury over his right eye there, which looks to be stitched up.
Take it easy.
What happened?
They call themselves the New Frontier. They used to be decent people. Now they're something else.
Okay, so real quick, guys, let's go ahead and talk about what Clementine is saying here, because it does reveal some things about the plot line going on. So the antagonist group we see with the branding, they're known as the New Frontier, which is the title of this entire season. So you can expect this group to be around through episodes 1 all the way to the end of episode 5, since they made that a part of the whole title for this season. And Clementine talking about how they used to be okay and now they're not. It sounds like she used to be a part of this group. Like she knew this group when it first got started, and now it has morphed, it has transformed into something that she does not like and she doesn't want to be associated with. It also leads me to believe that Clementine knows who the leader of this group actually is, because if she knows how it got started, how it was before, she probably knows who started it all. Now this looks like one of the New Frontier's headquarters right here, which is taking place at this airport junkyard area that we've seen before in a different screenshot, and also we've seen before in concept artwork. It doesn't look as pretty right here, but this is the spot that it looks like we'll be visiting this group here first. And here they're giving us a glimpse of the brand on this guy's neck right here. And now we understand that this is the symbol of the New Frontier. This is what they give their members once you become a part of their group. So I'm kind of interested to find out how Javier actually got that brand on his neck that we saw in the teaser. If that's even going to happen, if that's even still a part of the storyline. Because, you know, Telltale could have changed it from what we originally saw in the teaser back during the summer.
Now they're something else.
Go! Get her to Richmond!
Next time, I'm not gonna sit back and watch.
Okay, let me go back again one more time, guys. Sorry about that. But like I said, this is a breakdown. So here we have this truck busting through the gates of a New Frontier. And very interesting, you know, this truck is actually filled with walkers in the back here. And on the front driver door, you can see a logo. This logo is the same logo of Capricorn Farms, another hidden secret that a fan actually revealed in the poster art for The Walking Dead Season 3. And we're seeing it once again here. So that is pretty cool. If you guys haven't already checked out that video, I suggest you do. It's very interesting stuff. And let's go forward from there. Busting through the gates. Man, I guess we're taking down this place. And Javier jumping out the way, almost got hit by a car. Now that's a completely different car. I believe this is Javier trying to rescue his sister. He busts into this place. He tried to get there in time, but he did not make it. She's actually being taken away right now to some other location.
Go! Get her to Richmond!
Richmond, Virginia. Most likely one of the biggest cities in the state of Virginia. And Telltale already said that this game will be taking place around the Virginia area, so it could be more closer to what's going on with the comic books. And bam, we just missed her. So, you know, that sucks. I think this is what actually leads us to continue our journey onto Virginia, where we're actually gonna meet some new characters you'll be seeing later on in the trailer.
Next time, I'm not gonna sit back and watch. I'm gonna do something.
Okay, let's go back really quickly. We're gonna get to the exciting part in just a minute. I know you guys want me to talk about that certain comic book character we just saw. But all right, here we got Javier's brother yielding this axe. It says rain on the side. I don't know what that could mean, but it looks like Javier's brother is trying to prove himself. He don't want to be in that weak and vulnerable state. Sounds the way he's talking that, you know, he saw these bad things happen to his family. He wants to be able to stand up to protect his family. He wants to be a man. I can understand that. But to me, I don't know about this character right here, guys. I really think that this character is going to be that Ben type character. You know, he wants to do right. He wants to do the good thing, but in the end, he is somewhat of a screw up. I don't know what he's gonna do with that little ass gun either. So I think you need to get a better gun, kid. But I appreciate him trying. At least he's trying to do something. He's not just giving up. All right, now this is going to be a very fun scene right here. Running through this dark tunnel, shooting walkers with flashlights on. Action packed right here. And happy to see Javier actually getting a moment of action. A moment of badassery, because we haven't seen Javier done really anything up until this point now. We see him running and shooting walkers, so that is cool as hell. And then we got some new characters right here in the scene, guys. Let me see if I can zoom in on some of these people. We got on the far right, we got this kind of short hair bald guy, possibly. You can't really see him in the dark right here. Telltale always keeps these scenes underexposed. Right behind Javier, we got a new character here, really big burly guy. And I believe these are the same characters we saw in the poster art, like the silhouettes of these characters. We saw them in the poster arts, and now we actually can put a face to them now. And Javier's brother right there, you can see Clementine kind of in the background behind him. And you know, actually this big guy he's pretty huge, man. He looks like the main character from The Witcher 3. And then on the left here, if you guys don't know who this is, you're gonna find out in just a second. Let me push play.
I'm gonna do something.
Sorry, forgot to introduce myself. Call me Jesus.
All right, guys. So Jesus is in the building.
Jesus, are you fucking kidding me?
So yes, Telltale is actually bringing a comic book character into The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. And here it is right here, Paul Monroe, aka Jesus, the badass hand-to-hand martial arts expert. We see him right here actually dealing with a walker. Like, I mean, did you see that kick? That kick was ferocious. Almost like took his head off. I'm gonna play that back one more time. Boom, bam. And then you see the grapple moves too. This guy's pretty wicked. We haven't really got that before in the Walking Dead game. Someone who's that proficient in hand-to-hand combat. Probably the most we got out of that was probably Molly, but she was good with her weapon, Hilda, her weapon of choice. But this guy, he doesn't need a weapon. He is just that good with using his hands and his feet to take down walkers. It is just amazing, and I'm happy to see him actually in this, man. I feel safer already. Like, whatever goal they have to accomplish, I have no doubt that they can do it now with Jesus here on their side, man. Because this dude, one of the most badass characters in the Walking Dead comic books. And I'm just surprised to see him in the game. A welcome surprise, but I was just not expecting it. Okay, so let's move on to the next point.
Jesus.
I should have told you this earlier.
All right, so we got our first glimpse of AJ and Clementine here, and Clementine actually smiling. I don't believe it. She hasn't smiled since season 1. But yo guys, we see AJ here being held in Clementine's backpack. That's actually pretty smart, because you're dealing with a young kid, 2, maybe 3 years old, and you don't have to keep an eye on him. You don't have to keep holding his hands. You're in a hostile environment. This is how you keep him close and keep him with you. So I like that. But what I don't like is that this seems to be a flashback right here. We haven't really seen AJ that much in any of the footage. And I really hope that he is alive, okay? Because if he is just there in the flashback scenes, I don't know what's happened to this kid. You know, he may have been kidnapped by this antagonist group, A New Frontier. Maybe that's Clementine's motivation for actually going along with Javier and helping him out, because she has some other thing. She has a person that she's invested and she's trying to save as well. Maybe, perhaps. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think is going on with AJ. What is happening with this character? Okay. Is he alive? Is he dead? Is he captured? Tell me in the comments. Okay. But let's go back. I'm going to talk about what Clementine's saying right here. Play it back one more time.
Jesus.
I should have told you this earlier.
Why didn't you, after all we've gone through?
Now that could be an editing trick for the trailer. Like those lines, you know, I should have told you this earlier, and Javier's like, you know, I trusted you and stuff like that. I don't know if that really goes together, but if it does, that means Clementine is really holding back a big secret from Javier, and it may have to do with what's going on with AJ and maybe her stakes in this whole battle against A New Frontier. And also here, I think this, and also right here, I think this is one of the flashback scenes, and we see Clementine with the initials AJ in her right arm. You know, that's AJ stands for Alvin Jr. So reminiscent on AJ right there. I don't know if that's just like a marker, a tattoo, or it's been burned into her hand. I can't really tell, but I'm interested to find out kind of what's going on with AJ, because there's a mystery surrounding that character right now, and I want to know what's going on. Okay, so right here in this next scene, looks like we're back in the junkyard once again, and looks like we have this girl on the right side here inside this truck, passed out, like she got into an accident, and now she's being attacked by walkers. And that girl looks to be Javier's sister. It looks just like her, at least based on her hairstyle and what I can see right there in the corner. So I'm kind of curious what's happening here, because I'm having trouble kind of putting the pieces together right now.
Going through.
Keep going. They'll open up.
Go, man!
All right, so let me go back real quick right there. We got a lot of action-packed scenes right there. We got Clementine and Javier running and gunning. Looks like we'll be controlling Javier right here, and Clementine's gonna be the one doing all the badass moves with the shotgun, yielding and running toward the gate, trying to bust in this compound here. And next up, we got a herd of walkers heading toward our location, probably drawn to us by all this gunfire we're having in one of these action-packed scenes. And now we're here at the gravesite scene, and this is something we've actually seen before in the concept artwork for The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. but now we know that Javier is the one responsible for preparing this gravesite. So whoever has died looks like they were very close to Javier. So I'm assuming that it's probably one of his 3 family members. Okay, he looks very sad, the expression on his face. So it's definitely was somebody close to him who has now passed away. And this trailer is just all over the place. Now it looks like we're in the middle of a battlefield and somebody's throwing tear gas bombs trying to smoke us out. And we got Javier with this new character here that he's met along the journey. Also probably invested in taking down a new frontier for his own reasons. We'll learn that sometime in episode 1 or 2.
I did whatever I had to do to protect them.
Sometimes it's not enough.
All right, so that marks the end of the trailer, but let's go back and talk about a couple more of these scenes real quick before we close it off. Now, this looks like the streets of Virginia, the same area that we were in when we actually saw the teaser footage back during the summer. Now, Javier here is walking up to the front gates of this a new frontier community. You can tell by the big symbol on the front gate here. And if you take a close look in the background here, you can see a tall building popping out. Now that is the same exact building that we seen on the poster artwork here. So this is definitely the main headquarters for the antagonistic group. And he's walking up with Jesus on the right side, his brother right behind him, and somebody held in his arms, probably one of his sisters. That's what I'm guessing. One of his sisters got injured, maybe the same girl we saw in the truck who got hurt, that possibly could be her. And he's coming to them like either he's being extra dramatic, like she died, and he's like, look what you've done to my sister. I'll never forgive you. Some extra dramatic shit like that. But that doesn't seem very Walking Dead-ish. I think he's walking up to these gates trying to surrender. He's trying to let them know that, hey, you have something that I need to save this person in my arms, and I will do whatever I can for you in order to get that, to save this person in my arms right here. Which I think he's coming to submit to them, as you can see too later on in this. So we got armed guards approaching Javier and his crew who are approaching the gates, and then Javier and the rest of his companions bending the knee. Okay, they're getting down, hands raised, look like they're getting arrested by the police right now, but it doesn't look good. Wherever situation causes Javier to do this, it just doesn't look good right here. And to me, I think this is what actually leads us into the teaser version of Javier with no beard and with the mark on his neck, the branding on his neck, because we didn't see that anywhere in this trailer. But I think this is the moment when he actually transitions over to becoming a part of a new frontier, starts working for them in order to get something from them that he needs in order to save that person he had in his arms. So that's probably when he receives the brand, when he starts working for them. And that's when we actually probably going to see that teaser footage of Clementine and Javier running the streets and gun busting and stuff like that. All right, so let's go a little bit more forward. And finally, we have our scene here. Now, they won't show this character's face, which leads me to believe that this character is very important. Probably the leader of this entire group, the New Frontiers leader. And I have no idea who it is. The only thing I can assume is that Clementine knows who it is, considering how much she knows about this group, about how they were, as opposed to how they are now. Now, there's been speculation going on saying that, hey, it's Jane, hey, it's Kenny. But then I'm thinking in my head, what if you took the other route in season 2 endings and you actually killed both of those characters? Then who could this character be right here then? Will Telltale really make 3 different games based on your endings? I don't know about that. So, I think this is going to be an entirely new character, or maybe someone we've seen before in the past, but who's definitely not determinate in any way. I think whoever this is behind these guns is going to be a big influential character. And I'm kind of curious to see what they stand for, what this group is all about. Why are they kidnapping people? What they're doing it for? Where their goals? Where their motives? And kind of Clementine's also motivation for fighting with Javier against this group. Is it AJ motivated? Is it something else? I'm not too sure. Okay, guys. So just a lot of speculation going on right here with this character. Not much insight on this one. But also, I want to add one more thing. One character that we did not see at all in this trailer. Okay, we did not see that at all, but it was revealed in the artwork for this game, was this character right here. She doesn't have a name yet, but considering that she is on the front page of the artwork and she is like even bigger than Javier's brother, she should have some type of substantial role in this episode 1 or episode 2, yet we don't see her anywhere in the trailer. Maybe this is that character. You know, the fact that she didn't show up in this trailer at all is kind of suspicious. And she is a confirmed character, so hey, take it for what it is. All right, guys, so that's my breakdown for this entire trailer right there. Sorry for taking so long. I know that was a little long-winded, but you know, there's a lot of stuff right there. Telltale really threw everything in the kitchen sink inside this trailer, and I'm surprised to see that they actually showed us Jesus. That could have been a nice surprise awaiting us in episode 1 and episode 2. But, you know, they went ahead and put that out there, I guess, for the comic book fans to know that, hey, you know, this is the same universe. This game also has characters that you know and love. Go ahead and buy our shit. You know, maybe that's the message they're trying to send. And I'm hearing it loud and clear. Okay, guys. So I am amped for this and I am ready to play. Let me know in the comments if you saw anything in this trailer that you want to talk about. And also, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you later for another Walking Dead video. Game over. Out.